Be proud of the sales that you're making on Amazon. I see this time and time again. People will post, in like a Facebook group, maybe in the Go-To Lister group or in Reselling Freedom or in my book selling group or even on the YouTube comments, and they'll post like, did my first $100 in sales, but it's nothing compared to you. That's huge. That's a huge freaking win. And I'm about to get amped up in this video because I'm so sick and tired of people not being proud of actually taking action and getting results. You've got to understand, guys, I've been doing this for 10 plus years. You're not going to be able to just start Amazon and sell $90,000 in the last 30 days like I did and work only a couple hours a week because, I've learned, I've made a million mistakes over the years. I started with thrifting, which is great. And then, I did some RA and OA, and now I'm doing eBay to Amazon. I have a prep center, a team, virtual assistants, tons of systems and processes through tons of mistakes. When you're new, stop posting and saying only $100, only $1,000. That's freaking phenomenal. You want to know why that is so amazing? Because you're in the 5% club. Why? Because 95% of people who watch my videos, other people's videos, who stumble upon an Instagram post or they learn about selling books, guess what they do? They watch all the videos, they procrastinate, they make up a million excuses, or maybe they, have thick enough skin to actually start doing it, but guess what? They run into some issues, like they can't find any profitable books, or they, start justifying their reason for quitting. I saw a reason today, some guy posted, in a Facebook group saying Amazon, this should be illegal, the fees that they're, charging. And I agree, the fees are high, but guess what? You're leveraging a freaking massive system, millions and millions of customers, the FBA, I guess I'll just call it a system as well. Fulfillment by Amazon. It's a system where you could send them all the stuff. They'll pick it, pack it, store it, ship it. Yes, you're going to have to pay a fee for that. And I don't care what the fees are. Obviously I do, but I don't want to pay too much, which they are getting a bit high. But all I care about is how I can leverage Amazon FBA to make as much money per hour as possible. If I can make $100, $200, $300 an hour, which is what I do in my business, I don't care what the fees are. Now, again, I don't like that they keep squeezing and squeezing, but I'm not going to go too much down that rabbit hole. But the point I want to make is most people quit, most people give up. Most people have a million reasons why they're, not going to learn how to source and scan and analyze and learn the different software. So you should be proud of yourself when you make your first sale, because that's the journey. When you're a new seller, guess what? You're not going to make 50 sales in one day. You're going to sell your first item for $12 and maybe not make a lot of money. Then maybe you're going to have a day where you do 50 in sales. That is incredible. Then you're going to have your first $500 month. And then a couple months later, maybe 2,000 or 3,000. And then you learn, I don't know, maybe you start doing Amazon to Amazon flips with Bookmine. And you start using Replay Catcher to do eBay to Amazon. Or maybe you score a crazy, insane local pickup, right? Using the Nextdoor app. Or you build a relationship with the Friends of the Library and you get this killer deal and you have 500 items and you send in 10 boxes in a couple of weeks and then you're doing a $7,000 month. That's the journey. That's the process. Who gives a I'm going to swear, okay? So if there's kids, right, give them the sign right now. Who gives a what anybody else is doing? This is a competition between you and you. And I'll even go a step further and say, who gives a what your sales are? What's your profit? Track your sales, but also track your profit and slowly but surely grow and build your sales and build your profit. It is a staircase, but it's not only a staircase that goes up. The staircase is going to go up. It's going to go down. It's going to go up and you're going to feel like you're on top of the world and you're going to be at the top of, Mount Everest, and then boom, you're going to hit the bottom. Entrepreneurship, selling on Amazon is a journey of wins and losses and wins and losses. But if you keep celebrating your wins, right? Congratulate yourself for selling your first 100, 500, 1,000. Don't compare yourself to me or other people, because guess what? There's always going to be somebody who's doing a lot more in sales than you. And you don't always know the story. There's a lot of fakers out there now who will show really, really big sales and profit. For example, in my business, I'm doing over $700,000 in sales. I could BS people to sell more courses and say, I made 50% ROI on it and I did 350,000 profit and wave my you-know-what around acting like I'm so cool. But you know what? I want to have integrity. I want to be honest. I want to be upfront. Right? My margins are a lot less because I'm doing eBay to Amazon. I have a team. I sell some items that have higher returns. I make mistakes all the time. Sometimes, I buy products and I didn't realize I was gated. And then, things just happen, right? It's business. But, the reality is I'm probably going to make somewhere around 150, 175K. That's still incredible. But the reality is, and I want to get back to the main point of this video, celebrate your wins. Post your wins. You don't have to say PS, this doesn't compare to you, Steve, or this doesn't compare to, all the other people in this group, because guess what? The people who are doing big sales and aren't full of shit and are actually making money and growing a business and are profitable, they've gone through a lot of trials and tribulations. They've put in a lot of time and effort. They've probably been doing it for a year or two. They've learned a lot. So celebrate, be proud of yourself, and make sure the people that you're following, I'm going to say it again, there's a lot of fakers in this community who are showing their orange bars and waving it around and trying to, sell you on some BS. Matter of fact, today, I just saw it this morning. It made me sick. I saw a Facebook ad from a guy that I know, and I think he's a good guy, but I think people sometimes they get greedy or they get a little crazy. Like, you have to be careful nowadays. If you're a guru or you're selling courses, you can't make all these promises. There was a guy just recently, this wasn't really a promise. He actually scammed a bunch of people, but I don't know if you heard about the case. I think his last name was Bartlett. Somebody let me know down below in the comments, but this guy just got sentenced by the, I don't know, what is it, the FTC or the government, whatever. He got sentenced over 15 years. He scammed over 1,000 investors of, I think, 22 to 32, somewhere around there, $32 million, went to prison, right? He just got sentenced for over 15 years. And I can tell you right now, there's a lot of people who are faking and making these crazy promises. I saw one today, back to the story. He said, what'd he say in the ad? He says, if you want to make a full-time business and quit your job, I could build you a profitable Amazon business in less than 28 days. And this guy does traditional online arbitrage. And again, I'm not going to call out his name because I think he's a good person, but I think people get a little crazy and a little wild. And people are so desperate to make money. People who are watching these videos, they're sick of their job. Inflation's going crazy. Obviously, life is more challenging, it seems, than it used to be, with the prices going up and groceries and rent and real estate and interest rates. People are just desperate for an opportunity. Stay away from these things, guys. I'm telling you right now, nothing beats hard work. You can't just outsource all of your results. Of course, over time, as you build your business, you could outsource parts of your business. Like, I've outsourced my sourcing and my repricing. I've outsourced my prep to a prep center. Big shout out to Little L Prep. I've outsourced dealing with stranded inventory and all these little back end issues. I don't even know how to do them anymore because I've outsourced it for quite a few years now. But be careful. No one's going to build you a business in 28 days that's profitable. And what are they going to want? 5, 10, 20K? That's why, just be careful now. The people you listen to the people who tell the good and tell the bad, okay? Because selling on Amazon can be incredible, but I'd be full of you-know-what if I didn't tell you it was more dangerous now. There's more Section 3s. There's more issues with chain of custody and invoices. So you've got to treat this like a business, but take it slow. Celebrate your wins in the beginning. Learn. You're going to fall down, right? Things are going to happen, but try to mitigate risk. Learn as much as you can. Join the communities, right? Get involved in Reselling Freedom at resellingfreedom.com. Go through my free 5-day book selling workshop. Watch a bunch of different, influencers, and then connect to the people that you feel like are actually being honest. I just think there's a lot of dishonesty now. And I also think a lot of these gurus, including myself sometimes, I got to give more context to it. We just throw out these big numbers, but we don't tell people we've been doing this for 10 years, right? And sometimes, some months we have big numbers and we don't even make that much money because there's problems or issues or cash flow or items don't get checked in fast enough. So I'm ranting. It's a Thursday morning. We had a snow day today, so yeah, the snow's getting me a little crazy. But let me know if you guys enjoy this video, and celebrate your wins. It's a journey. It is a journey, but if you don't give up and you keep going and you keep learning, you could build this into whatever you want to build it in, right? Based on your goals and dreams. So appreciate you all. Much love. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.